Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best squirrel-proof bird feeders.
Starting at number 5.
Squirrel Solution 200 Squirrel. We had the opportunity to test this particular bird feeder in the real world and found that it lives up to all of the expectations it sets as a squirrel-proof feeder. We love its attractive design, which is a step above the other more utilitarian picks on our list. It's built with petite perches, so will attract small birds. Thanks to the wire mesh on the outside of the feed tube, it is also ideal for perching and clinging birds. When a squirrel lands on this feeder, its weight pulls the entire wire grid down, and the leaves cover the feed ports, making the seeds inside inaccessible. A funnel is also included, so we had no issues refilling this feeder.
Coming at number 4.
Droll Yankees YF. With the Droll Yankees Yankee Flipper, your backyard birds will enjoy dinner and a show. This unique bird feeder has a weight-activated motor that spins the bird perch around when heavier pests land on it. Squirrels will learn their lesson quickly once they've been flung off this feeder. For larger feed ports allow songbirds to easily gather on the circular perch, which is also accommodating to cardinals who cannot turn their heads to feed. If you notice the motor starting to wear down on this feeder, you can recharge it overnight. The user manual says at least 14 hours, to have your squirrel defense ready to go again. Plus, the motor and battery charger come with a 1-year warranty, and a lifetime warranty for the feeder body, in case you run into any issues. You can also purchase a replacement motor separately once you're past the warranty timeline. Our only concern with this bird feeder design is the security of its feed cover. The flip-top design makes it very easy to refill, but we wish it had a twist-on or locking mechanism to ensure feed wouldn't fall out if a particularly creative rodent did manage to knock it off its hanging perch. Despite this concern, we love the ingenuity behind this feeder's design, and its large 5-pound feed capacity is also a wonderful bonus.
At number 3.
Squirrel Buster Mini. If your yard doesn't typically attract many birds or you've never owned a bird feeder before, we recommend the Squirrel Buster Mini Squirrel-Proof Feeder. We tested this bird feeder in our home in New York and were pleasantly impressed with its durability, even in the face of strong winds and rain. While this feeder's capacity is the smallest on our list, just 0.98 pounds of feed, we think it's a great compromise compared to the larger bird feeders on our list, which may require more frequent cleanings. We tied the bird feeder with a wire and a triangular hanger to our tree and found that within several hours, about a dozen tiny birds flew over to it. Similar to our best overall pick, this feeder also has weight-activated perches that close the ports when a heavy pest lands on them. The wire mesh grid is also much smaller compared to other feeder designs that still allow squirrel paws to grab seeds. We did notice that bird seed occasionally falls to the ground, which could entice squirrels, however, we didn't see any. The metal construction also ensures this feeder lasts several seasons if you properly wash it and ensure the feed doesn't become overly saturated from rain or winter weather. All in all, you're getting a secure feeder that will attract a variety of birds while keeping furry wildlife away.
Number 2 of my list.
Perky-Pet 334. Although almost all of the bird feeders in our list can be hung on a tree or hook, we wanted to highlight this particular design because it has a locking top, which prevents feed from coming out if it is knocked down. We tested this bird feeder at home and witnessed lots of bird activity, as well as a squirrel attempting to reach the bird feeder without success. Just like other feeders in our list, this design is weight-activated to seal the ports when a squirrel or even a raccoon tries to access the feed. In addition to the locking top, we also love that this bird feeder has Perky-Pet's trademarked flex ports, which further limit the amount of seed that falls out of the ports. Birds can still comfortably feed from the ports while conserving the amount of feed that ends up on the ground. The larger perches also ensure a variety of birds come to enjoy the feeder. The flip-down design means that their perches can also be pushed up, which was initially a concern because that would limit a bird's ability to access seeds. However, the perches have all remained in place in our weeks of usage. No matter your concern, weather-related or pest-related, this bird feeder is a great, extra durable option to keep your feed in the tube and your feathered friends happy.
And number 1.
Squirrel Buster Plus. The Brome Squirrel Buster Plus Squirrel-Proof Bird Feeder is one of the most versatile bird feeders on the market, making it our pick for best squirrel-proof bird feeder. This feeder has weight-activated perches that will close the seed openings when a heavier pest like a squirrel or crow tries to land on it. In addition to having 6 perches around the bottom of this feeder, it also comes with a cardinal ring, which is designed to make feeding easier since they cannot turn their heads as easily as other birds. This feeder comes ready to hang, but you can also purchase it with a pole mount adapter if you don't want to hang it directly on a tree. We also love that you can buy a baffle ring that further deters squirrels if you do plan to use this feeder on a pole. During testing, we encountered some initial hiccups with setup, and we had to troubleshoot some of the pieces to get it up and running. But once we had it in our preferred spot, we saw regular bird activity, and not once did we see any squirrels successfully access it.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.